All right, so the deal is complete. The Lakers have traded KCP, Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and their first round pick for Russell Westbrook, the 2024 second round pick, and the 2028 second round pick, I believe. This was reported by Shams, and Woj also confirmed this as well. So I'm hoping in a separate deal we can do the signing trade with Schroeder and get Buddy Hield, or send him to the Spurs and get DeMar DeRozan. I'm just throwing that out there. Who knows if that would actually happen? I'm hoping that would happen. But just for now, based on this deal, I do not consider this to be a good deal on the Lakers' part. But I'm going to do the pros and cons about this move. So I'll go to the cons first. Russell Westbrook, he's not an efficient shooter. Number two, with that, he's not a great three-point shooter. He's not a good three-point shooter. He got better last year, but still overall, he's not a great shooter. He's gotten older, so he has dealt with some injuries. Not saying that no one deals with injuries, but because of how he plays, potentially he could deal with more injuries. I hope not. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously I'm a Lakers fan. Now, let me get to the pros. He has one of the greatest, how shall I put this? He has one of the greatest drives as a player. His motor never stops. He gives it his all 100% every single game. I admire that about Russell Westbrook. I admire that about Brodie. Number two, because of the way he plays, we're going to get to the free throw line often. Between him, Bron, and AD, we'll get there often. That's number two. Number three, he is a stat stuffer, which, is not the greatest thing, but he does get assists. I'm not going to sit here and act like he's selfish. He gets assists. So LeBron can really play off ball. Now they can really just share the ball if Russell Westbrook buys in to Bron's system. I'm just going to leave it as that. Also, the pick and roll game with AD will be pretty good. I think it will be pretty good. So like I said, this is not the worst thing ever. At least we get Kuzma up out of here. Kuzma, you're trash. I used to try to be supportive. No, you two, you're basura solamente. Gotta get you up out of there. So send you to Washington. You can be the small forward to try to compliment Bill. Let's see how that works. Harold, you should be able to get some good playing time now. Because I would assume he's a starter. Like, they don't have someone that's better than him at the power forward position right now. And KCP, he can play defense for sure. And he's a 3-and-D player, but he's inconsistent with the shooting at times. So you just got to take what he gives you if you're a Wizards fan. But yeah, for the Lakers, I really hope we find a way to get Buddy Hield, because that's the deal that I'm waiting for. I'll take that over this Russell Westbrook situation. But the fact that, like I said, the fact that he does give it his all and he can distribute the ball, that is good for the Lakers. He is a playmaker. He just needs to be self-aware and be efficient. If he can become self-aware and efficient, that will truly help the Lakers next year for their conquest as they try to capture another title in the LeBron era. So that's my full take on it. Overall, like I said, I don't like this trade. Let me make that clear. I do not like this trade, but it's not the worst trade ever. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's the worst thing ever. So do you think this is a good trade? Who do you think won this trade overall? And do you think the Lakers will now get to the finals because of this trade? I will say this, because of this trade being completed, Adam Silver and the rest of the NBA is definitely going to push the Lakers versus the Nets next year for the next finals. That's definitely going to be the agenda, because it's just too many good storylines. Westbrook versus Durant and Harden, Westbrook versus Kyrie versus LeBron, AD versus KD. It's just too many good storylines. So the NBA is going to be pushing for those two teams to stay healthy and make it to the finals next year. So yeah, that's my final take on that. Let me know what you think overall about this trade.